Hey, it's Ed O'Keefe. And did Alex Hormozi unknowingly ruin the coaching club business and SMMA and SaaS business in niche industries for all of us? I don't know about you, but unless you've been living under a rock, if you go into any of these markets, we were just testing something in the dental space. Every single SaaS, SMMA, and coach is saying the same promise, which is something to the effect of, if we don't get you 30 new patients in the next 30 days, we'll work until we die, or we get it, or it's absolutely free. And then you see the next ad and it's, hey, you don't pay unless we get results. And it goes on and on and on. First and foremost, nothing but respect for Alex. This is his channel. Let me just actually show you something though. This is his video. It's got, watch how to get your first 5 customers. And in that video, along with many other videos, along with his books, $1 million or $100 million offers, you got to go get the books. By the way, they're phenomenal. But the facts on the ground are there's a massive amount of clutter coming into these industries and markets, and they're all using a very similar, if not the same, offer structure, which if you are already an industry leader means you're going to have confusion, clutter, and a mass influx of competitors. Now, I'm going to first say we can handle that, right? We're good, we're strong, we're tough, blah, blah, blah. I use whatever phrase you might want to use, which is I'm my own competition. I'll survive. But you even see what's really guys that have been around for very long who are legitimate with tons of testimonials, and guys like Russ Ruffino who are getting in their ads now calling out the nonsense of everybody and anyone can claim, hey, we'll get you clients or we'll work for free until we do so. Now, here's the good news and the bad news. Okay. They're both the same, which is it doesn't matter how good you are at fulfilling a service promise or whatever in the beginning. Okay. If I can make a massive claim and my claim is bigger than someone else's, and the prospect is only going after whoever gives me the claim to what I'm trying to escape or where I'm going to, unfortunately, somebody with less talent, who's less qualified, with less experience, with less potentiality of getting you the result, may actually get the deal, right? Temporarily. But if you throw enough people that are searching for just temporary outcomes into a market space, it can drive CPMs up, increase cost per clicks. And all of a sudden, what used to be a thriving, profitable channel like Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, whatever it might be, but they become unprofitable pretty darn quickly. And so in this video, my main focus is not to bash on Alex. In fact, I think you should buy all his stuff and watch his videos. What I wanted to point out was this one video about watch this to get the first 5 customers. It has 689,000. Right next to it is how to make so much, how to get so rich. You question the meaning of life. But then he talks about reverse engineering the perfect business. I mean, he's getting millions and millions of views every single month, right? So what I mean by that is that now people getting into the info space are being indoctrinated into this is how you do offers. And by the way, did he invent these offers? No. And he admits it as well. Like he learned on the shoulders of giants way before us, but he grew Gym Launch and then exited at a massive multi 8-figure deal. So he has credibility to say that, and his offers work. And there's guys in these spaces making a lot of money using these offers. But for you, are you someone who wants to use that offer framework? And if you've been around for a while and that doesn't really fit what you're doing, what do you do next? And so the goal here is to give you a couple ideas that how do you respond when there's clutter in the marketplace, when the same offers start coming in and it's going to flatline uniqueness, it's going to create busyness, and it's quickly going to make the prospects yawn. Now, the best prospects, the best clients are eventually going to be like, I see this every single day in my feed. This is BS. And they're going to start ignoring it. Okay. Which means the sophistication level of the marketplace is starting to increase. So how do we respond to that? Because that's really where the opportunity is. So I wrote a couple of notes here. So I may look down at my notes just to make sure I'm hitting my points and making sure that you're getting the most value from this. The one thing when I was in supplements is that every health supplement when it gets super hot, there's a sweet period of time where that offer you need to scale it as quickly as possible, and you need to grow the back end as quickly as possible. Now, if it's in weight loss or any of these, what starts happening is the claims get bigger and bigger. And then what happens is the whole industry gets commoditized. Okay. So what I'm saying on that is if I'm a coach that says, hey, pay me $3,000, I'll get you 10 new patients next month or I'll work for free. And then he gets 5 or 6 or 7 new clients that way. He's quickly going to be waking up after making 30 grand being like, okay, now I'm 30 days in and I'm working for free with these people. And so that dream business model, unless he's able to get them a result, which by the way, Alex talks about, speed to result is the number one most important key. Once you get a client, to get them on, to get them excited, to get them referring people and just get them to stick with you. But I don't believe most of these people know that's actually part of the formula. And then so what ends up happening is you're going to have a lot of people falling out. But if the internet keeps growing like it is, and this next generation, no one wants to get a job, you're going to continue to see an influx. So you got to be different. Okay. So what I like talking about is if everybody's saying, hey, I'll get you 20 new med spa patients next month, or I work for free, is if everyone's saying that, you got to do something different and flip the conversation. And that is a strong benefit driven hook. Okay. Which is get more clients, get more patients, get more whatever. That's I'm going to promise a benefit. And a certain percentage of that, but what is a stronger one and is a way for you to differentiate and a way for you to stand out in any niche, by the way, is to take an angle that I took when I was in dentistry. And this one is something like the dark side. I don't know if you can say that, the dark side of dentistry exposed, right? Why? And you could say something like why you are suffering low profit, even though your gross revenue is growing and you're busier than ever, overwhelmed, frustrated, how to escape that trap. That's an angle that you can use in any niche, anywhere, and it's immediately going to propel the person that is looking for. Now, you can be offering clients, by the way, but the trap they're in is they get the wrong clients. The clients don't pay enough. They're not qualified. We don't have systems that automate, pre-educate them before they get in the door. And those are the other issues. And that's how you take maybe the clutter in your marketplace, flip it on its head and go after all the pain points, right? And you don't have to go after all of them. You go after one. Eliminate price resistance in your dental practice. Eliminate time-sucking clients who never say yes, right? Whatever that might be for you, but whatever they're trying to run away from, that's what you go after, okay? Now, the other thing you got to do is, and I'll tell you, I see clients in the legal space. I see clients in the dental space. I see clients in the med spa space, and none of them are doing enough authority, credibility, personal brand driven marketing. So like we offer, obviously, if you watch any of my videos, we interview people as a service. Why do we do that? Because there's nothing more powerful as a conversion mechanism than to have somebody interview you. Okay. The only thing that will line up even close to that is speaking on stage with a live audience. And we actually offer that as well. But the point of that is that you have to manufacture your credibility because nobody's coming along doing it for you. You have to then, through your content, make it so obvious that you are the no-brainer solution that even if you're not promising the moon, the whatever, the stars, whatever, that you are the right one to get the end result for them. Okay. But if you've been sitting on your hands and maybe you've had a few years where it's just murdered it in your coaching club, your mastermind, your service business, and all of a sudden you're starting to see things stall out, it's up to you to how do we jumpstart this? I like going through a simple little plan, right? Number one is, are you offering the same stuff you've always offered and it's become the vanilla? Can you make it slightly different? Can you add the AI feature onto it? If you used to do a lot of live virtual workshops to sell people into your coaching club, your high ticket service, and you stopped because you felt like you didn't need to do it anymore, it's time to start doing that again. If you need to get interviewed, reach out to us. We'll give you all the details on that. Get interviewed twice, get interviewed 3 times, pump the content out. Now, learning from that, so I think it's actually one of these videos right here, how I gained 5 million followers with this secret method. he walks through his content method. Now, I know everyone says you shouldn't be paying attention to Alex's content generation strategy until you're doing at least $1 million a month. But I don't know about that. Maybe you're not supposed to be producing the amount of quantity of content, but in your local area, in your small niche, if you're producing the content to go directly to your dream client and solve the pain problems and questions and concerns and hidden desires and hidden fears, you're going to move all those people towards you. And I got to tell you this, the algorithms are getting better and better. YouTube, I know so many people right now that are just generating tons of their leads, if not all their leads, just from posting YouTube content on every single week. They get a nice rhythm. They have the shorts going on. They have the longer content like this, maybe 12 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour. And they're just helping people that ought to be doing business with you. I'm telling you this now, the unqualified non-authority who is just making big promises is not going to create an ecosystem around their brand. Do you understand that? So when people go search them on Google, they search them on YouTube, if there's nothing from them, their conversion rate is going to be lower. On the opposite of that, though, is if people click on that, they go through a presentation, they are like, I don't know if I should do business with this person or not. Let me go to YouTube and check it out. Oh, let's see, look up the person, look up the idea. Like, how do I get new clients? Blah, blah, blah. And you're popping up for lawyers, for personal injury attorneys, for dentists, whatever it might be for you. You're going to get that client. So did I just say all the influx of all these newbies coming into your space potentially might be the biggest blessing for your business, because it's increasing the awareness, it's increasing the speed at which people start considering options. Your job is to have your brand so dialed in and your message so dialed in so that when they come back around, you're the obvious choice for them to spend their money, invest their time, and then you get a result really quickly for people. You provide insight, you create massive value, and you clearly demonstrate how to end all their pains and accelerate their payoff. And you're going to be the one that's dominating niches. Okay. Last thing, if you haven't had a book out lately, if you haven't had a PDF out there, if you don't have a self-assessment quiz for your prospects, these are all little micro assets that you could be starting to invest in your business. Okay. One a month. Let's get them out there. One a month. It's easy to do one a month. It's hard to do if you try to do it all at one time, but you're going to build all these assets that are stacking. And like I always like to say, and I didn't invent this, is that assets come before income. And so if you have prospects at different stages coming through your cycle, there's many opportunities to buy through your offers, and you have a lot of it going on, you're going to accelerate the rate at which you grow your business. So that's it. I'm at O'Keefe. Make an intention to 10X, 20X, 30X your business. It is the way out. It is the way to actually stand out in a marketplace right now. Anyone could come up with an offer, throw it out there. But a lot of those guys, most of those guys are going to be gone in 6 months. Will it clutter the space for a period of time? Yes, which means you got to go deeper on your lifetime value. You got to raise prices on your best programs, and you got to expand your audience below. So it means you got to get some work in there. But reach out to us at offerwingman.com. We're happy to come alongside you to support you. We're happy to just give you free resources as well. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And hey, we're all props. Go listen to Alex's stuff. He's really moved the whole market right now. Everything he's teaching is completely valid, and you should know what the actual frameworks are so that you can take them, make them even better, and then dominate your space. That's it. I'm at O'Keefe. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.